What is going on? This is AlTone, and today I have the pleasure of sharing with you the DEERC 207E brushless little four-wheel drive RC buggy. And that's this guy. Now, they sent this out to me for me to try out. It has a brushless system in it, which means that it can actually, it's got a little bit of speed to it. It does have a nice little PVC, somewhat thin PVC body. You have some nice wheels on it. There's no foam in these wheels. It does have decent shocks on it, but the shocks are not all filled. But you can easily upgrade those if you decide that that's something you want to do in the future in order to be able to get a little bit better performance out of this vehicle. The tires, the wheels and tires actually seem to be beadlock wheels and tires. But I'm going to be honest with you. The average kid that you would buy this for is not going to care about that kind of stuff. Me personally, if I'm going to upgrade this vehicle, I would upgrade the wheels and tires on it and upgrade the shocks. It would be the first place that I would go. Everything else, I believe, very, very good on this vehicle. Now, it does come with two 3S lithium ion batteries. They are 1500 milliamp hour capacity. Then it comes with your accessory bag. Your accessory bag has a screwdriver, has a charging cable, a dust brush to dust and clean your car off with after you go out and do some bashing with it, as we will be doing. And then we have our manual as well as our battery precautions instructions, which I always suggest that you read through. Even if you've read through them before, just read through the battery precautions again. It will refresh your memory and help you to be able to determine the best way to maintain and store these batteries. Then, of course, you have your included transmitter, has a padding steering wheel. It requires three AA batteries that are not included. Proportional steering, proportional throttle. You have your speed switch here, so you can speed it up or slow it down, or your throttle trim is what that would be, and then your steering trim. And then, of course, you have your on-off switch and an LED light here to let you know it's on or off. Then, the car itself. You do have some body clips here in the front. And taking the body off of this is a little bit different than anything I've experienced in the past. It has a nice little clip here on the bottom that slides up underneath your tower brace here in the back. You only have the body clips in the front, which gives you less to lose because if you go out and you're doing some really hard bashing with a vehicle, you're almost always going to lose a body clip. These front body clips are tethered on, so all you have to do, slide it underneath your rear mount here and then press down on the front and put your clips in, and boom, you're ready to go. I love the fact that they're slowly getting away from the clips, and of course this body has a very nice plastic frame as well to help reinforce, and plastic slides on the top. So if you do flip this guy over, they should take the majority of the abuse and hopefully help maintain the overall look of your vehicle. The batteries themselves, the way it's designed, the battery will sit in with one side down, and then you close this on top, press down, and then it latches in place. And that nice little snap was me locking that. So that battery's in there and it's very secure. You should not have to worry about, even in a hard crash, the battery getting ejected. Then again, 2300 kV motor. You do have a warning on the top. Make sure that you, after running that, be very careful because the motor can get very hot. You have an ESC or electronic speed controller and receiver combo in this vehicle. The good thing about that, even though it is a combo, the good thing is that it's still using a 3-wire steering servo, which means you can actually replace this with an upgraded ESC and receiver if you decide you want to, without having to find the proper steering servo someplace else. You can use the steering servo in it, or if you do decide you want to upgrade the steering servo, you can do that later. Many of the plastics and whatnot on this are very flexible, which means that this guy is going to be very, very durable, should be able to take a ton of abuse. Oh, by the way, if you did want to upgrade the motor, there's a lot of space in there. for a motor upgrade. The only thing you'll have to be concerned about is because there's a good little space underneath the motor, you can get a larger can in there. You just want to make sure that it still has enough space that if it heats up, it doesn't melt the chassis. Then you have some metal reinforcements here on the bottom. But this is a nice one. I think it's going to be a great one to do some upgrades to and play around with. We might have to see if we can see how fast we can actually get this guy to go. Very nice little vehicle. I'm going to have a ton of fun with this. I'm going to see what type of upgrades. You know, wheelie bars already installed. I imagine with the 3S battery and the brushless system, it is going to have some fun. It's going to be interesting keeping the tires on the ground with it. But again, upgrading the shocks as well as putting some upgraded tires on this is going to make it one beast of a vehicle if that's something that you decided you would like to do. So thanks again for stopping by and checking this guy out with me. I really appreciate it. And of course, I appreciate DRC for sending it out for me to try out. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Start right on off. Knocking over a cone. What's up with that? Ah, of course I hit it.